Hey, what's up? What's going on, everybody? We're going to spend a little bit of time talking about what's popping in the reaction community right now because there's some serious things going on that may or may not affect this channel, certainly are affecting lots of other channels that you might be watching. I wish I could go live so we could talk about this together, but my current computer setup just won't work that way until I get a better laptop. So, got to do it this way. Hit me up in the comments as much as you can. I will get back to as many as I can. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, let me give you a quick recap about what's going on and why it matters and why it's important. And this should be important to you, even if you just enjoy watching the occasional music reaction channel. UMG, Universal Music Group, one of the big three, so to speak. There's them, there's Sony, there's Warner. Um, has decided to start going after YouTube reaction channels for their music, by going after not just doing a copyright claim, but an actual copyright strike on channels for reacting to artists that are on their label. So it seems this was spawned really from the Kendrick Lamar and Drake beef, where UMG gave a white label, so to speak, time for artists or for reactors to react to that music, and then they seem to have used that to gauge how much money is to be made. This is speculation, and they're now going after reaction channels so they can keep the money themselves. If you don't understand how it works, and you don't quite follow with what I mean and how this system works here, here's what happens. I do a reaction to a video. I'm going to use my latest Tech 9 one I did as an example. All right. Tech 9 puts a new song out. I create a 25-minute video discussing that song, which falls well into the fair use categories, okay? Fair use encompasses things where you're adding commentary, you're making significant changes, etc. Taking a 4-minute song and spending 25 minutes breaking it down and talking about it definitely falls into fair use. So I upload that video to YouTube, and immediately they say, "Oh, there's a copyright claim on the music that's in your song, and then or this in your video." So I have options. I can just say, "Oh, whatever," and put it up. And what that means is that YouTube will run ads on my video for the entire 25-minute length, and they will send all of that ad revenue to Universal Music Group, or in this case, actually, it's Virgin, okay, which is an imprint of UMG. All right. UMG is like the big umbrella that has a bunch of smaller companies underneath it, one of them being Virgin. And people say, "No, wait, Jared, Tech Nine is independent." Well, not really. Virgin Music distributes his stuff, okay? So Virgin Music holds the copyright power on his music on YouTube on a bunch of his stuff. So Virgin issues the claim. So what do? They say, "Oh, well, you can dispute the claim here. Do you fall under fair use?" And so YouTube has a process set up where I, as the creator of this video, can say why it falls under the fair use and make an appeal on this decision, which sounds good so far, right? Because anybody that looks at what I've done is going to say, "Well, yeah, that's clearly fair use," and then no problem moving forward, right? No, the problem is YouTube is not the one that looks at my appeal to the copyright claim from Virgin in this case. It goes back to Virgin for them to look at it and for them to decide. Now, why would they reverse their first decision? They came after my channel in the first place, said no, they're not going to change that back. It's silly. So they keep it. And now later on, I could get a copyright strike now from Universal Music Group and Virgin for having that song up. A copyright strike means like a copyright violation has been committed by my channel. And that would give you get 3 of those and you are finito on YouTube, period, the end. So now I have not received any of those things. However, take Knox Hill. If you like my channel, I know a lot of you watch Knox Hill's channel as well because we're similar in what we do, although he's far better than me. Don't get it twisted. I'm not trying to compare myself to him. It's just we both do breakdown and analysis, okay? He comes at it from a rapper's perspective. I come at it from a hip-hop head, and I'm pretty knowledgeable about rap and technique and other things, and I'm always trying to learn more and to express that out to you guys in my videos, just like he does. He does what I do, which is like 20, 25-minute videos breaking down what's happening in the song in a bunch of various different ways. Now, he has his specialties and his things that he emphasizes. I don't, and I do. So we're not the same, but we're similar in that regard. He has now, as of this morning when I'm recording this, he has received a 3rd copyright strike from Universal Music Group for reactions that he has done and breakdowns and analysis videos, because that's what they really are. And he has until Friday, like 6 days, where there's a chance that Knox Hill's channel could be completely removed because YouTube gives you three copyright strikes, and they can just you're done. And you can never even come back and make a new channel. It's not like he can start a new Knox Hill channel. He's finito. No more. He'd have to find some loophole way to wiggle back in. So this is serious. And who's to blame here? Well, the big villain is definitely UMG because they're going after money that they really don't have any claim to. That's not even money that's going to the artists. Like if you get a million view reaction, you're probably getting like 7 grand, maybe 6 grand, maybe. And believe me, that's not something that a lot of reactors see as a million view reaction. But you can see even if you had some monster reaction, it's not like you're getting millions from it. Um, like in my case, the Virgin's taken my money from the Tech Nine video. All right, so far it's probably like $6. Okay, it's not a real popular video that I did. It's less than 500 views, less than 600, whatever. And to me, that's just greedy and unnecessary. There is a smaller villain, so to speak, or a smaller person or a smaller group of people at fault here, and that are the group of reactors, and I'm not going to name any names, but you've probably come across them, that they don't add any value whatsoever to what they are listening to. They simply take another artist's song and they bob their head. They do a 5-minute reaction to a 4-minute song. 30 seconds of it was intro, another 20 seconds of it was their outro, and there's 10 seconds of them going, making all kinds of faces and wooing and wahing about stuff. Now, I'm not trying to throw shade. I am just saying you can see why people that own the copyright to that would be like, yo, you are simply piggybacking off an artist's creation and using it to generate cash for yourself. It bums me out that channels like that got way more subs than I do, like way more. And that's frustrating because I seek in my personal channel here to bring value to you guys who watch me, who are effing with what I do here. I want to you feel like you have gotten something from what I have done here. Do I want to make money on YouTube? Yes, of course I do, man. I put a lot of time and effort into these things. It would be great if I could knock out a couple bills with some YouTube revenue, man. I'd love to have 100,000 subs. I'd love to get a couple $100 from each video I do. That'd be fucking sick, bro. But that's not why I'm doing it. I'm not like, oh, how can I make money? I guess I'll talk about rap on YouTube. That wasn't the goal. I started making reaction videos because I want to talk about rap. I love hip hop culture. I ran out of people in my group to speak to about this stuff. I saw reaction channels, which I thought were kind of lame at first. I didn't get it until I connected with one of them. And then I was like, oh shit, all right. So here's a way that it could be a win-win-win. I can talk about something I like. If I'm good at it, maybe I can earn a little money doing this type of thing. I can help promote other artists because that's when I discovered guys like Tom McDonald. I discovered Tom McDonald from No Life Shack. I don't even know how No Life Shack wound up on my feed. I was not into reaction channels. I thought it was, I didn't really even get it. I was like, I don't get this. And then I started watching some of his, and then I got it. When he and I had that connection that maybe you've had with me, you've certainly had with other reactors, you know what I'm talking about. And I wanted to look, my channel was not originally a reaction channel. It's not even why I made YouTube. I was going to focus on the recreational scene here in Vegas and try to showcase that for people who are coming here because I happen to have been a long time smoker. I know a lot about that stuff too. I can help people understand what's good, what's bad, what's going on, what products are worth it, what products are not. I got a shit ton of knowledge about that, and that's why I made the channel. I was like, word, let's do this. It's legal here. I'm going to start a channel. I'm going to be the guy that you go to if you want to know what's up in Vegas about the legal recreational dispensary scene here, which was great for a while until YouTube just went crazy on me, and I got up to 6,000 subs, and then they just cracked my channel, and I spent years in YouTube jail, and then I had to change the name of the channel, and I did. Yes, I needed to make additional content. I was like, what can I do? But I chose this because this is something I love as well. Like, I got stuff to say about rap. Maybe some people want to hear it. Turns out some of you do, so here we are. And along the way, I've done my best to try and promote these artists as well, just like No Life Shaq did to me. I didn't have any idea who Tom McDonald was, and I discovered a whole bunch more. And since then, through you guys who watch me, I've discovered so many great artists. And I would hope along the way, I've either helped you discover some new artists or helped you understand hip hop a little bit better or understand a song a little bit better, or at the very least, maybe you and I were able to have some sort of connection, a human moment of shared joy, of shared liking, of shared love of what is happening in our ears together so we can have a little bit of human connection, which the world desperately needs more of, in my opinion. We need less division, more connection. So I do my best with every video I've ever done to put that out there. But there are reaction channels, to circle back to my fucking long-winded point here, is that there are reaction channels that, in my opinion, are simply seeking to piggyback off famous songs and either build a giant following that they can sell shit to or something. I don't really understand. But I've never wanted to do that. And um, luckily for me, every time I've tried to react to a big label artist on the channel, I've it just hasn't gone well. Like people ask me to do Eminem, dude. Every time I react to Eminem, I get all kinds of warnings from YouTube. They're like, "Your video is blocked. This copyrighted content." It's not a strike, but it's not the normal copyright claim either. It's like it's just shady, and I don't. No pun intended. It's shady, and I don't want beef. My channel's been through enough beef with YouTube. I don't want more. So that's why I don't do a lot of Tech Nine. I'm not trying to get in beef with Virgin. Like I can't do anything, even if I'm in the right. Like circling back to that shit with the Virgin and Tech Nine. I think I got sidetracked. It's just there's nothing I can do. There's nothing Knox Hill can do. Knox Hill has over 1 million subscribers. He has his own music on there. He has I have no idea how many millions of views his channel has, but I'm sure it's 50 million, 100 million more, and he can't do anything about it. Cliff Beats works in the industry in some way as a ghostwriter, to my understanding, has connections, according to him, at Universal Music Group. He can't do shit. Like, so what can I do? Not a damn thing. I can be in the right all day long. Knox Hill can be in the right all day long. It doesn't matter because you can't go. What are you going to go to court against Universal? I mean, Knox is talking about crowdfunding legal defenses, and I'll support him if he does that kind of shit. But I can't do that. I mean, that's silly. All of the smaller channels that you watch don't have a prayer for doing that. So it's a fucked up thing, and these reactors that have abused the system are partially to blame for this as well, in my opinion, And I don't know how many of them are out there. I don't really watch a lot of reaction channels. That's just because I don't want to unconsciously be like somebody else. You feel me? Even Knox Hill, I heap a lot of praise on Knox, and I like Cliff. I barely watch their channels, barely. When they got something to say, like these two notices that they've put out about what's going on with the UMG, then I'm right there tuning in. So I'm going to do what I continue to do here. I'm probably going to stop my Throwback Thursday series for now. Not that many of you were tuned into the first one. Anyways, there's not like a big loss there, but that's all going to be big label artists, and I just don't want any beef. So we're going to put a pin in that, and I will return to that, or if I can think of a different way to discuss old school hip hop without actually playing their music and still have it be worthwhile to you guys and worthwhile to me. Cool, I'll figure that out if it's all possible. But we're gonna stick in the lane of the independents here. I got it, and we're gonna continue to do what we can to promote them. And yes, I'm gonna do what I can continue to do to promote my channel as well. I mean, y'all have seen the merch that we've put up, but even with my merch that I've been putting out, I'm really trying to do more than just sell you some shit so I make some money. Like you see my stuff, it's not my stupid logo on a T-shirt that I'm asking you to buy. They all say support independent music, and that's because I want to bring value even when I'm asking you to buy something. Yes, I want it to be a nice shirt. Yes, I don't want it to be too expensive. And B, I'd like it to somehow help promote what we all love: independent music, independent hip hop in this case. Anyways, I'm gonna keep doing what I do. I'm gonna really avoid any label guys. I did want to get into Joyner Lucas's new stuff that's coming out. I love Joyner's music. I've I was gonna do a reaction today to his Slim Shady remix, but I don't think I'm gonna be messing with that. Ren's got a bunch of new music coming out, and to the independent artists, and I'll wrap up with this if you're with me this long. Um, Independent artists show a lot of love to reactors because they get it. Ren being one of the ones leading it, but um, and there are distribution companies that help independent artists put their music out that are also aware of real reaction channels and willing to work with them and allow you to monetize your reactions from their artists. And this includes artists that sell a lot, and I'm lucky enough to have them reached out to me here recently and make their entire catalog of hip hop and other artists available to me to react to, which includes some big names, which I've already done, like Ren and some others. So you will continue to see a bunch of new music from me, or new music reactions from me, and breakdowns and analysis. Because that's really more what I do here. It kind of gets labeled under the umbrella title of reactions, but I don't really react too much. I like to break it down and analyze it with you guys. So that's what's up. That's my opinion on what's up. And finally, I guess what can you guys do to help? I don't know. Show if guys like Knox Hill and Cliff Beats actually wind up, getting taken down, and some of these other channels, Black Pegasus. I know he said he got a ton of copyright strikes, man. Um, Swing over to these guys' channels. If their channels disappear for some reason, seek them out on other social media and find out if they are doing anything you can, any type of legal fund, any type of GoFundMe, anything like that. Maybe we can band together and fight back. Maybe not. Maybe this will end peacefully. Who knows? But that's what's up. Thank you for watching with me. Thank you guys, all of you who sub, all of you that don't sub and tune in to watch anyways. I appreciate all of y'all. I love doing this music with you guys, doing these reactions, doing this music. Like I'm fucking some musician. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? You heard? I love you guys. I'll see you on the next video. Let's keep our fingers crossed that everything works out for the reaction community here, and for people who are really trying to help promote independent music and promote independent artists while promoting themselves too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. So I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. Peace.